right, folks. Welcome to a brand new Produce Pair podcast. I'm Dan the Produce Man, along with
Guido the Gardener.
Yes, that's right, folks. And there's videos up of Guido and I that we did about 5 years ago. We went through a lot of the squash varieties, but since then, there's some others that have, come to light a little bit more, that are a little more available now. So let's just start off with this Honey Nut squash, which was developed at Cornell University, going back to the 80s, but it didn't really start hitting the stores until about 2015.
Yeah. The thing with squashes is there's probably, three that are like 90% of the squashes. You got butternut, kabocha,
and spaghetti.
Acorn and spaghetti.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So those four.
I think that's four, yeah.
That's four. Those four, folks, are probably, it's 80% of the market.
Yeah, that's your standard squash.
Not more. But there's so many others, old ones, new ones, and this one here is one of the new ones.
Yep, it's called Honey Nut, and it's crossed between a butternut and a buttercup squash, which you don't see that often. It's a very good squash. It kind of looks like a kabocha, but it's more... It's
squattier.
Well, no, the kabocha squattier. Yeah, the buttercup's like a kabocha squash that you threw a bunch of yeast into and it rose a little bit.
Does it have that little button on the bottom?
Yeah, exactly. It's a very good squash, but it didn't quite take off. You and I promoted that several years ago.
No wonder it didn't take off. Who are those guys? I don't like that thing. Oh, darn it.
Yeah.
Goofball guys.
No, it was with Paul Perdone.
That was
the chef, the Cajun chef, and that was many years ago. And Safeway was promoting it, and we did this whole thing at the produce market in South San Francisco at Bay Area Herb and Specialties, and then we went out to Pleasanton at Safeway's headquarters, and they served it all up in big lunch and the whole bit. That was the buttercup squash, but it just never took off, though it is widely available in squash circles. Yeah. So I have this. Now, this is also, let's go do this one too. This is a Koginut squash. And this is a cross between a kabocha and a butternut.
Okay. Now, the kabocha is that big, round, drum-shaped, kind of a mottled green exterior to it. And the inside of kabocha is like a deep orange, kind of like that, although a little bit brighter. It's
Deep Orange. Didn't they do that song?
God,
was that Deep Orange?
Deep Purple. No, it's Deep Purple. Anyway, kabocha means head, I think.
Does it really? Well, there's orange ones, and I saw gray ones as well.
Oh,
the other day.
The inside is like a burnt orange, and the texture is firm. It's a little drier. But it's sweet. It's got a marvelous flavor. And you can eat the skin of the kabocha too. So the kabocha is one of the parents of this one.
Right, the Koginut. All right, which we're going to try. We're going to try the Honey Nut, and we're going to try the Koginut, and then we're going to talk about this one here. I already did an extensive video on this one here years ago at my store, but it's still on the YouTube channel.
Are you going to do it? It's available on the link below here.
Yeah.
How you watch it?
Is there a link below there?
It's down there.
Is there sausages down there?
Yeah,
all right. Oh, it says link.
Your pet cat.
All right, so I want you to try the Honey Nut.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's got the interior of a butternut squash.
Oh, baby. That is good.
Mm-hmm.
Texture is good.
Yeah.
I just did it like you said. I think you said 400 for 40 minutes or something on your squash. So I just followed your...
Squashes can take the heat. Don't bother with 350 when you're baking squashes. And remember, the thing with squashes, you can steam them. You can bake them. You can pan fry them if you want.
You can grill them if you want to.
You can grill them if you want. But when you bake them, the sugar comes out in them.
Yeah.
More so.
It's more caramel.
This is marvelous. And there's no stringiness to this.
No strings attached, folks. So I mean, that's this is good. Look at the size.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you're alone or just one or two people, you're not going to be left over with a ton of squash. All right, let's try the. I'm just going to.
Yeah, just cut a piece off.
I want the skin and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. What the heck?
Nice color.
This has more of a pumpkin-y type flavor.
Yeah, you know what it reminds me of? Acorn.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
It does. Although, I think it may remind me of an acorn because of color itself looks like an acorn.
But again, the size on this isn't too bad. Nice and heavy. So you can,
I like the first one better.
Yeah, I do too.
It's got a more interesting flavor. This one, it kind of tastes like you got to do something else with it.
Okay, well, then
Like
there you
mash
go.
it,
Yeah,
mash it.
I think this would be good savory.
Yeah,
This one's good on its own.
yeah. That one, rosemary.
Oh, there you go.
Rosemary, olive oil.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's black futsu squash. I did not cook any of these, but this one has been around in Japan for centuries, and we'll have to do another one of these on black futsu in the future, and of course carnival squash here as well.
That's a tasty squash.
Yeah, that's a real tasty squash.
You mentioned Japanese. The aforementioned kabocha, I think, was developed in Japan. They breed a lot of squashes in Japan, and from there that's where all these crosses I think come from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But they bred all sorts of squashes, small squashes. If you look in a seed catalog, which by the way, you can grow all of these relatively easy.
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah, they just kind of grow. They vine out and grow like pumpkins. But if you read the seed catalogs to squashes, especially small ones, you'll find a lot of these were bred in Japan.
All right, here's a star. I think this is my absolute favorite, and I grew this in my garden.
Look at that. Beautiful.
And it's heavy. Medicine ball.
That'll hurt you.
Yeah, it's a good pumpkin.
Now, is this?
That's this, and I cooked this.
How long did it take you to cook that?
I did it at 400 for an hour.
That's all.
Yep.
Okay.
And it worked out well. This is called Marina di Chioggia. And just for promotion, folks, on the YouTube and Rumble channel, there's one that I did at my store when I was, let me fix this microphone, when I was very excited about having this squash in the store. Because, over the years, I would grow pumpkins in different places where I live, where I had gardens.
Right.
And I'd always try different ones for my pumpkin pie that I like to make.
Oh, right.
And a lot of them were very watery. And the one I used to use prior to this was the fairy tale. So I'd have to bake them upside down so all the juice comes out. Then I would have to stick them in a strainer, in the refrigerator, in a bowl to let the water come out for a couple of days, and I could work with it. Not this baby.
Yeah.
And this is very popular in Italy. This is Marina di Chioggia. Try that, Guido.
Just cut a little thing so I don't.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, it's soft. That's a marvelous flavor.
Yes.
It's firmer and it's a little more dense, but it's not dry.
No, but look at how look at this. You can work with this to make pies. I know, isn't this good?
Oh, marvelous. Very unique flavor, texture. It's not, it's earthier. It's more savory.
Yeah.
It's not like a butternutty thing. It's not like an acorn. Closer actually to like a kabocha. But that's a marvelous flavor and texture.
Yeah, very, very.
And that's another thing I forgot to tell you, folks. All right, here you go. Now, all of these squashes were cooked just plain naked.
Correct.
Right. You had clothes on.
What, the squash?
The squashes were naked. Okay, so So they cook depending on how you bake them or steam them or something. Here's my suggestion: bake them, cook them, however you're going to cook them. Do it plain with nothing. And then, however you're going to serve them, if you're going to mash them and serve them like a mashed potato kind of thing or whatever you're going to do, then if you want, salt, pepper can do it. Whatever that other squash was that we like with the rosemary. Flavor it afterwards, if at all. See, because like this one's really good just the way it is.
Yeah,
and most of them are. Salt, pepper if you want, but most of the time these squashes have such a marvelous flavor and a texture. You don't have to goof with them much.
These will make a great smoothie. If you want to make a smoothie in the morning, look, you got lots of beta carotene, vitamin A, which converts to beta carotene in your body, lots of vitamin C, fiber. I mean, these things are just loaded with goodness besides the great flavor. Absolutely delicious.
And if you're going to grow a lot of them.
Yes.
And if you got a doggy at home.
Very good.
Yeah. Because like sweet potatoes are good for them. And,
right.
And mashed squash. Because I make my dogs food and I'll have oddball things, but very nutrient dense. That's a marvelous flavor. And the second taste reminded me of something else, and I can't quite.
I know it has this back flavor.
It's got something else to it.
Of something. It's almost like it has this slight undertone of maple or something of that nature. I'm just trying to think of the
marvel. And you can eat the skin.
We're going to eat this whole thing right here in front of you, folks. All right.
This is bad. This is sitting there talking and eating at the same time. Marvelous.
All right. So here's a couple of newer squashes. Mm-hmm. Marini di Chioggia, which has been around for a long time. And again, I'm going to reiterate, check out my video on the Rumble and the YouTube channel about Marini di Chioggia. I don't have to use microphones or anything, but in that, because it's an older one from my store, but it tells a lot about it. Yeah.
And now's the time, especially for some of the smaller, little more niche kind of squashes. The bigger squashes, the butternut and acorns and all those, they last longer. I mean, they kept people alive for a long, long time.
That's why they're called winter squashes.
Winter squashes. They grow during the summer, though. They need the heat of summer.
Sure.
But they last a long time. But the smaller ones and the more kind of specialty ones, you're going to see in the fall. As we get into, this is November, as we get more into the winter, they're going to be a little bit tougher to find. So when you see them, buy them now.
Absolutely, and enjoy it. And you can cut them up and freeze them. You can freeze the pulp if you want. Like I've already blended mine up and pureed mine. It's in my freezer, so I can make pies and different things with it throughout the year. So you can do that as well. You can make raviolis out of these.
Oh,
just blow your mind, baby.
That's a great idea. Yeah, because they use butternut a lot of times for ravioli.
Well, because it's common and it's grown all the time, and
this would be much better.
Sure, absolutely. All right, folks.
I'm in.
Cool. All right. Here's some cool squashes, and go out and get them. Find them at the grocery stores. This one you won't find at the grocery. Well, you will actually find at the grocery stores, but right now they're kind of waning. I'm very lucky to have been able to grow them this year. But anyway, like Guido and I have said over the years, and I still say to folks, when you go shopping and you get into the produce department, try something new that you haven't tried before. Yeah. It just may become your new favorite.
Whoopee!
All right. Till next time, this is Dan the Produce Man reminding you that it's always best when you get it fresh.
And I'm Guido the Gardener, and I'll tell you what my Nonna Bessie always told me. Manja!